is the traditional Shiv Linga. The Shiva temple also houses the other members of the Shiv family. This is the place where Lord Lakulish gave darshan to Muniji on January 29, 2007. He had some important things to tell Muniji about the temple. He said, "Since the one and the same supreme energy has been established in 3 forms in these 3 temples, the temple will become an excellent center for the principle of the oneness of God. The principle of the oneness of God will be well understood by all who try to understand the temples with a fine, subtle vision. Deep mysteries useful for spiritual progress can also be obtained from these temples. The lives of all those who come here for darshan with their physical eyes and offer prayers and offerings will be made pure and lifted." The Lord also gave to Muniji 2 divine objects. This is what he said about them. "As an indicator of my blessings, I give you 2 mysterious symbols which are associated with my form. Consider these symbols as the identifying symbols of my spiritual lineage. Son, you will attain the deep yoga secret hidden in these symbols, which will prove useful to you in your sadhana." Outside, on the spacious temple platform, 2 small decorative structures house the temple office and a shop for sale of books, audio-video products, and memorabilia. The shop stocks all of Muniji's 90 published works in 4 languages and nearly 500 spiritual compositions, while selected English language books are available on lifemissioninthewest.ca. The spiritual head of the modern lineage of Lord Lakulish, Swami Rajarshi Muni, resides across the compound opposite the spiritual center. Before becoming the spiritual leader of Life Mission, The spiritual lineage espouses the spiritual principle of Ekashwarvada, oneness of God. Thus, the campus has a building dedicated to the confirmation of this very principle. It houses representations of the 7 principal faiths of the world. Hinduism, consecrated by spiritual leaders of each of the faiths represented here. Education is an important part of Life Mission's service to the community. Life Mission runs an English primary school, with just over 500 pupils. The school began by offering just the nursery and kindergarten programs, and has gradually expanded upwards as the students have progressed. The school currently enrolls students from nursery and kindergarten through to grade 4. Students come from nearby towns and villages where some would otherwise not have the opportunity to attend school. In the near future, there will be a certificate-level school, as well as schools and academies for Sanskrit and fine arts education. The soil-breaking ceremony for these new endeavors was performed on April 20th, 2008. The dining hall, located at the northern end of the campus, provides free meals to visitors circumstances for such people, and it is already fully booked. Towards the eastern end of the compound is the campus hostel. It is built as housing for the campus staff and is now fully occupied. Every Indian pilgrimage place has its characteristic pool or pond for the mandatory purificatory bath. The pool was sanctified through ritual and ceremony and water from all the holy rivers of India. Mother Ganges sits in exquisite resplendence in a small temple on the banks. Still developing, it is a beautiful and peaceful place with water most times of the year. Flowering bushes and shrubs line its banks where birds come for nectar from the flowers. A large building located across the compound from the hostel serves as the administrative building. It contains the offices of Life Mission. The most important and unique feature of the administrative building is the It may in the future be a full-fledged yoga library and archives. Presently, it houses a unique collection of yoga postures and other yogic kriyas, such as shatkarmas, bandhas, and nauli. The collection of postures is unparalleled anywhere in the world. It is remarkable both in the range and volume of what is represented. The asanas shown have manifested spontaneously within Swami Rajarshi Muni, yet he has sufficient mastery over prana, the vital force, to repeat these postures consciously to be photographed. Beginning with the maternity ward and child care services, the hospital will be a 76-bed multi-specialty facility with trauma center, 2 ICCUs, and 2 operation theaters. Across from the hospital is a dairy boasting some of the best heads of cattle of the Gir breed, producing a quality milk. Simply by their love of God and Guru. It is through divine grace that so much has been made possible in such a short time. Divine grace, too, will make possible all that is yet to come.